Gotta get my voice ready for this one. You know, out of all the videos that I've actually created, this is probably gonna be one of my favorites. Mainly because I get to sit here for 2 hours and edit a video on how awesome it is to main a shitty, low-tier character. And you're gonna sit here and enjoy it because why else would you be here? I mean, it's totally not because I watch my videos over and over again in order to get views. I mean, like, fucking please. There's a very common misconception about how all low tiers are bad, when in reality, they're probably just underrated or undeveloped in the meta. A lot of time and effort has to go into each character, so if you put that time and effort into a low tier, you're not going to feel that much of a difference. Their results probably are just a bit more inconsistent than a maybe Zero Suit main or Rosalina main, and consistency isn't exactly everything when it comes to a low tier character. If you're a character like Little Mac or Link, you're gonna be able to do practically whatever you want inside the battle as long as you've practiced enough. Going into my own experiences one again, you're gonna have some pretty weird soft counters that you can actually pull off if you practice enough. For example, Zelda against Bayo, it's typically mostly in Bayo's favor, but with Bayo's weight, she actually falls into Zelda's grabs combos pretty easily. She receives more knockback than most characters, and that actually helps out in Zelda's case because most of her grabs don't exactly combo into each other that well. And it also happens a lot more with maybe Ryu and Bowser Jr., and maybe even Link and Lucario, I don't know. There's really weird soft counters that take time to pick up, but in the end they can help out in a certain matchup. Let's say you're roaming out on For Glory. Well, all of a sudden you find this player that actually is really good, they main a low tier, and you don't know the matchup and you actually lose a lot. You might pull off some games or a couple stocks, but in the end you're not going to be winning that much because they are known as the For Glory Warriors and overplay their character way too much and know everything about practically every matchup. If you main a low tier, that's going to happen to you. It's sort of inevitable and unavoidable, but in the end it's actually worth it because it's getting into my next topic. To officially realize how much of a low tier player you are, you start to notice how you make the people around you react. Like, they can rage really hard, and that's the greatest feeling ever. Plus, you get to say the best things like, learn the matchup. Could've air dodged. Oh, you DI'd wrong. What do you mean you didn't know that Nayru's love lasts for the entire battle? With every low tier comes some secret tech that no one has ever found out yet. Whether it's out in the blue or under in game files, it's still there. And most people haven't taken the time to learn them, so if you main a low tier, you're gonna have to be forced to take the time to learn it so you're able to win more games or at least win more matchups. For example, when I used to main Samus, I found out the ball clipping tech that I made in another video. Sure, it is useless and literally has no applications because it literally prohibits your character from moving or doing anything except for dropping a little ball, but it's still a secret tech that I don't believe anybody's found out yet, so that's sort of something you can find out with every low tier character. Not gonna lie, we low tier mains actually know a crap ton about practically every matchup in the game. I mean, the only matchups that I don't really know are Pit, Dark Pit, Bowser Jr., Rosalina maybe, and Meta Knight. And those are mainly because I can't find any players who main them, or they just don't want to play me because I'm a crappy, awful, cancerous low tier player. But at the same time, every other matchup is practically like really easy to me. Plus, the Falcon and Fox matchup is just complete perfection with Zelda. Let's say you go to a tournament. Let's say you also main Charizard. Well, once you go into battle, they're gonna easily think that they can combo you real easily, that they can just sit back in the battle and just wait for you to fall into their traps or whatever. But if you're a Charizard player, you're not gonna let that happen. If anything, you're gonna make them play at your rate, and you're gonna do exactly what they thought they were gonna do to you, but you're gonna do it to them. Plus, let's say you are, I don't know, Zelda again for fuck's sake. You do one ledge cancel down air, instant featured on the combo reel. I mean, there are unexpected things that low tiers can do that not many people expect. So it catches them off guard, it gets them all hyped up, and that's the fun of being a low tier main. Not gonna lie, I can go on and on and on about this, because it's just a topic that I'm very passionate about. Like, I can give like 25 more reasons why you should main low tiers and 25 more reasons why you shouldn't main low tiers. But until then, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it a lot because it's definitely one of my favorite videos. So, until next time, see ya!